It's a treat party. What do you think, Leo? Give boobs to the camera. Eddy's on the move, though. Eddy's on the hunt for the treats. Leo's a little more relaxed about it.
You know, Eddy and Leo are one of our rescued pairs here. Eddy, is a lot more casual and laid back, and Leo in general. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to food, when it comes to treats, Eddy certainly puts on the captain's hat there. I love the tail. The tail is going. The nose is going. I know. You kind of sound like a dog, Eddy.
A little bit.
Sniffing around so much.
It's pretty cute, Eddy.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Oh, thank you, Leo. Hello and welcome, everyone. You're tuned in live to the Wildcat Sanctuary. Two of our rescued residents enjoying another day of living wild at heart in one of their temporary spaces. I'm sure many of you are abreast with all that's been happening here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Not just Miracle Match, not just our 25th anniversary. We have been getting ready for Catio Town, and certainly something we're going to be talking about a lot come May time. But that doesn't mean we can not come and spend some time with some of those cats who are involved in that move, involved in these temporary spaces. Do my fingers smell like the treats, Leo?
He took a little munch.
But happy that we get to check in with these boys and see that they're, living life just like they normally do. Obviously, we're in the transition period of them waiting for the completion of Catio Town. But nice to be able to check in with these boys and certainly kind of the calm before the storm too, Olivia, if you will. We're going to have a pretty big live post day tomorrow with the finale of Miracle Match. So looking forward to maybe something a little bit more, maybe just an appetizer today to the full entree of live post tomorrow. Yeah, a little more laid back. But to give some context, like Judson said, we're in a temporary space right now. This would be the Hogan or our on-site bunkhouse that many interns and staff have stayed in or even lived in the past, but it has been repurposed for hybrid temporary space as we're preparing for Catio Town. So we are in the middle room with Leo and Eddy. Tygger would be in another room, and Lupita in the final room. And we'll give you a little tour, too, here in a moment. On internet. There we go. I think this is a great months until Catio Town is ready. Your fingers must smell delicious. They smell of cat treats and catnip. I can't blame you, Leo, for just double checking that they're not attached to me.
Yes.
But indeed they are attached to me. And Leo and Eddy, of course, they have a little catio that extends. Certainly an essential outdoor space, being able to smell the fresh air and definitely making for an easy little transition for these boys as well.
Yeah, well, since you mentioned it, Judson, let's take a quick peek. Eddy just came in from outside. You'll notice this window here, and it goes into an outdoor catio space. So the boys can get their outside time. Eddy was checking it out earlier. It's a bit of a rainy day, but this is a covered space. Their view right now, which you're looking at, is... And then you'll notice lots of soft linens, lots of good space for these boys. Sorry, Eddy, I didn't mean to spook you. Lots of litter boxes, water, everything they could need. So not too much of a transition, honestly, from where they were before. And obviously very exciting with Catio Town coming up.
Certainly so.
I'm going to get into some comments here. I've been remiss in saying hello. I know. Hello, Jeremy. Good afternoon, Sherry. A little bit later of a live post today, 2:40.
Yes. Obviously, too, with tomorrow, media team has kind of had our place busy. Appreciate everyone's patience. A little later in the day, but we're live nonetheless.
Absolutely. Tanya saying hello to you and me, Judson, all the cats, and of course, Kiara the dog. Good afternoon, Marcy. Hi, Faith from Wellington, Florida. Kendra ditto. All of our familiar faces here in our comment section, which makes me happy every time.
Hey, everyone. Hope you all had a good weekend.
Yeah. How was your weekend, Judson?
My weekend, Olivia, it was good. For those in Minnesota or maybe even the Midwest, it was a pretty damp weekend. Pretty rainy, pretty dreary. So... truthfully, I celebrated a friend's birthday on Sunday, but besides that, it was very low key, very relaxing, could recharge.
That's nice. I got out for a little hike this weekend. I had a good weekend too.
Nice.
Yeah. Marcy saying those fingers look like a yummy sausage snack. Yeah.
I know. They certainly do. I know my hands are, I could use some lotion on my hands, but apparently they look like the freeze-dried chicken treats that we have here.
We have a comment from Janet Davis. Hello.
Janet.
Good to see you in our comment section, Janet.
And of course, it's good to see you here in the metaverse.
Yes.
And it was even better to see you IRL, as they say.
Chizzy, hello. Hi, Kelly Sanford. Jill Finney, good afternoon.
Hey, Jill and Chizzy.
Thanks for the stars, Karen. We appreciate it.
I hope everyone's gearing up for a good day tomorrow for the last day of Miracle Match. I'm hoping we're going to be seeing a lot of these familiar names and faces, hopefully some new names and faces as we, have the Miracle Match crescendo, if you will, the zenith, the peak, the apex.
Zenith, I like that word.
Look at that, I'm getting a little, maybe too illustrious here, but no, Miracle Match is coming into an end tomorrow, and certainly the last, 30 days have been filled with lots of generosity, and so, tomorrow is not only going to be about wanting to ring in those final hours of realizing that 3 times the impact is coming to a close, but also just celebrating and feeling thankful and feeling that kind of sense of togetherness that we have here at Sanctuary when we know the cats are well cared for, we know that we're able to be educating on their behalf, and collectively, us here at the Sanctuary with our supporters are able to make a difference. So again, not only is tomorrow about celebrating those last hours of Miracle Match, but celebrating the support that's got us to that point, and just feeling good about all that we make possible here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It'll be a fun day tomorrow. And Tanya, that's a great question, asking who these beautiful cats are. Who is who? This would be Leo up front and Eddy in the back, still motoring around looking for treats. And there Leo goes again, looking for a little snack from Judson's fingers. And speaking of you, Judson, Jill Finney's asking if you're feeling better.
Jill, I am. It's kind of one of those things where you get over the cold or whatever sickness, and now without grossing everybody out, I'm trying to expel everything that was kind of clogged up in me. So a little more coughing, a little more blowing of my nose, and I think I'll be fully back up to snuff. But thanks for thinking about me.
Someone asking where they can donate. That's a great question, especially as we are winding down Miracle Match, where there's triple donations. So you can donate right here on this post. You can donate on our website. At bit.ly/Miracle Match. There's lots of options. We'll make sure people will drop those options in the comments too for you. But all donations are tripled now through tomorrow at 11:59.
11:59 p.m. The stroke of midnight.
The stroke of midnight.
I know, it's cue whatever hype up music gets you pumped.
Yes.
Whether it's maybe some AC/DC or who knows what, a little rock and roll, maybe some hip hop or R&B, whatever gets you going. That's the type of tension and excitement we want to have.
Yes. Well, Ellen Simmons is concurring, anxiously awaiting the final day of this year's Miracle Match, and then
exactly, Ellen, and that's one thing that's exciting is sharing with our supporters on what their support was able to do for us during Miracle Match, and being able to kind of extrapolate that support and understand how it's going to travel for the cats here and those cats yet to come. It's awesome, and I'm just as excited as you are, Ellen.
Janet Davis asking, when do we think the live post will start tomorrow? And also saying that it was great meeting both of us here in person when you were here for your crew day, Janet. Well, I'll first say, I know, boys.
It's okay, yeah.
First, I'll say sign up for that e-news if you haven't, and be checking your inboxes tomorrow for a full schedule. But the first one, I think we could say the first one, Judson, will be at 11.
Exactly, right at our regular time at 11 a.m. We are, it looks like the weather is going to be just what we wanted. There are some kind of maybe some rain showers showing up, so we don't want to give too hard of times. But what I will say, our first live post is at 11 a.m., and then from there, they're going to be in about 2-hour intervals. So rest assured that normal time we're going to hit tomorrow, and then from there, you can kind of expect those live posts to be coming in about 2-hour intervals. And then Olivia is kind of carrying the torch for the Sanctuary Stroll, the evening sunset Sanctuary Stroll, that is. And that would be happening around the 7 p.m. hour. So kind of hard to get what the weather is doing, but nonetheless, we're going to be here. We're going to be live, and certainly just wanting to be keeping a close eye on our face. And we're have a schedule, but we're also doing things organically as well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it'll be a little bit flexible, but you can depend on at least that we will be doing something all day tomorrow. A lot to look forward. I know, boys. And that you'd like to extend a huge thank you to all who generously donated almost $1,600 that will be tripled. That is amazing, and we extend our thanks to you too, Faith, for being so generous and setting up that birthday fundraiser. That is so, so incredible.
Yeah, Faith, thank you for that. And, I think those are, that's what's cool about being able to do what we do and being active on social media is, kind of some of the grassroots ways for people to help the cats. And that is about as grassroots as it gets. Faith, you're posting something like that on your personal page. It's bringing people in who are maybe new to the Wildcat Sanctuary, don't know what it is. And then we're able to grow from there. It's so cool. So thanks for doing that, Faith.
Yeah, it's really, really special. Marcy, wait, if we make a donation, is Judson taking song requests that he's going to perform on a live? I'd like that.
I wouldn't be too opposed to...
Are you going to sing for us?
To showing off my vocal prowess, Olivia.
Okay.
In 8th grade singers.
Wow.
And that I have only enhanced with my musical abilities, singing-wise. In my defense, I remember for a live post, I think Ramsey was in a... Thank you for that, Leo. And he's not biting me. He's just trying to taste and get all the little treats off me here. But I think I did sing the Love Boat theme song one time on a live post. So, maybe I have a hard time stopping myself from singing.
Okay, if somebody posts the lyrics,
this will be tomorrow. This will be tomorrow.
Not today.
I don't think anybody is. Not even Mr. Leo here.
No, Jeremy also singing for donations.
A little cat karaoke. I can handle that.
Did I draw the short straw, Daria? I'm not sure how I drew the short straw, but I don't think I drew the short straw. Maybe with you singing in my ear?
No, maybe it's I think maybe the sanctuary is more kind of on her own and with everyone.
I think it's kind of a lot of pressure, Judson, because you do such a good job with yours. I'm very excited.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
Yes. Here at the sanctuary, but certainly those evening hours can be very, very special. So I'm looking forward to it for you.
Maria asking for getting a lot of rain today. It's kind of dialed down, but we got a lot over the weekend.
Yeah, Maria, that's kind of one of the other things that we're doing. Wanted to do kind of a light and casual live post with the big day tomorrow. But also, the media people, we're taking the easy way out too, I guess. It is a little rainy today.
Sheila, it's kind of funny that it seems cats named Leo find Judson so interesting and want to be his best of friends. Yeah. The Leos do like Judson. That's a good point,
well,
Sheila.
Thank you. And Mr. Leo right here, he's a very special guy. And Leo, and Eddy for that matter, whenever I have the chance to tell their stories, I think they're just two excellent, albeit tragic examples as to how these hybrid cats come to Sanctuary, how these hybrid cats are treated before they come to Sanctuary, and how these different paths are tragic and cruel in and of themselves. So Mr. Leo here, who's in front hanging out dutifully waiting for more treats to be deposited, and Eddy in the background there. Well, Leo very simply was found on Craigslist, listed for free. One of our supporters contacted us saying that they saw a Savannah cat listed on Craigslist. The listing read nothing more than bought this cat for X amount of money, a large amount of money. Can't control it, cat's urinating and keeps escaping, want it gone. So this person who had bought a cat for thousands of dollars, a hybrid cat, Leo's a hybrid Savannah cat, then realizing what this hybrid cat was and that it is not going to behave like a domestic cat, wanted this cat out. Wanted it out so fast that he was willing to give this animal away for free. Not only giving an animal away for free, but giving an animal away for free that he paid thousands of dollars for. And Eddy, on the other hand, this crazy bolt of lightning flying around here, I'll give you some more treats here. Eddy was tragically a stud breeder at a cattery. And what was Eddy's repayment for his years of service, his years of helping this breeder profit off of selling these hybrid cats. Well, Eddy, very simply, was taken to a shelter where he was going to be euthanized. Eddy was of no monetary value to this breeder anymore, and so Eddy was to be disposed of. And it just is two, again, tragic but very good examples as to what these cats experience, the different types of paths of cruelty that they experience, and how these cats can just be so quickly discarded when maybe one, they're not making profit like they used to, or two, they're not what they expected. And just really two different but oh so similar stories, and oh so familiar stories that we hear so often here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Yeah, exactly. Familiar is a good word for it. These stories, unfortunately, are not unique to just Leo and Eddy. We have almost 50 hybrids here, and over 50 if you are going to include the Asian leopard cats, which were obviously part of a breeding operation. And so lots of cats with these backgrounds, owners in over their heads with their animals and looking to dispose of them one way or another, or for cats like Eddy being part of breeding operations and eventually not being profitable any longer.
That's crazy, Eddy. I can't even imagine. You are a special soul, and then some.
And then some.
Yeah.
I am so entertained by him motoring around.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was just my bag.
I think it was the UTV outside, actually.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. He says, I'm no worse for the wear. I'm just a little jittery.
Yes. What sad stories. I agree, Maria.
Yeah, and it's sad stories, and the life that Eddy lives now and Leo lives now is why we celebrate, and why we feel thankful, and why we feel empowered to help cats just like them, to help cats maybe who aren't even coming to the sanctuary, but just trying to right the wrongs of all the things that are happening to hybrid cats across the United States. It's a big thing that we're able to do here.
Yeah, exactly. And why your support goes so far and means so much to us and the cats here, and why the sanctuary, the things upcoming, Catio Town, why that's so exciting and what a difference that will make. So your support goes a long way for the cats here, the cats to come, and Leo and Eddy are better for it. I love that they're hanging out with us. Leo, you have not left Judson's side. Lots of people commenting on that.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Leo, and those beautiful green eyes that you have, and these big floppy ears, those very Savannah-like ears. I know,
yes.
Leo is maybe what you would consider domestic Savannah, but still seeing those little flashes of what makes him wild. He's got these big floppy ears. I can even see some faded flashes, those white spots on the back of his ears too. So you're a handsome guy, Mr. Leo, and we are so happy that we get to care for you for the rest of your days, and that you were able to make it here, and even more so, make a special friend, a lifelong companion.
Exactly.
Him and Eddy are as thick as thieves.
They are. John asking if Eddy likes to get pet, and not so much, John.
Yeah, typically not.
He's more independent than his pal here, Leo.
Yeah, and that's exactly how Eddy wants it, and that's exactly how Eddy's gonna get it. When Olivia and I came in here and we're kind of settling down for the live post, we weren't chasing around Eddy for pets. Caretakers know Eddy, they love Eddy, but they also know that he's not going to take too kindly if they're wanting to pick him up or pet him. It's all about what the cat wants, and Eddy is one in particular who says, I like humans, I appreciate all that you do for me, but hey, that doesn't include picking me up and petting me, because that's not going to make me happy.
Yeah, and we are a no-contact sanctuary. We get lots of questions if that extends to our hybrids. And it doesn't exactly. Obviously, our hybrids are coming from home situations. They are partially domestic or considered domestic, but we just respect their space. Like Judson said, we want to respect them. We're not going to encroach on them and pop their bubble. So although we technically do have contact with our hybrids, we're never going to push our own agenda.
Yep. That's exactly right, Mr. Handsome.
Sissy, I'm waiting for a bobcat named Bob. That would be funny. I'm sure there's been a bobcat named Bob at other sanctuaries, or some sort of uncreative name, maybe creative. Does the Big Cat Public Safety Act include cougars, Tanya? It does. Cougars would be the cutoff for the Big Cat Public Safety Act. Cougars and above are included. Anything smaller than that are unfortunately not included.
And then Ellen saying, reminder, please show us their temp spaces before you sign off. Definitely.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, definitely, Ellen. So here we are. We're in Leo and Eddy's where we've been spending. We're going to turn, and Lupita kind of has the corner suite here. She has 2 different bedrooms leading out to a catio. We're going to just show you her space, and then we'll be able to come back over to Tygger's.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly, is temporary spaces here in the bunkhouse. We have temporary spaces in the Welcome Center garage, and then it would be the back of the Welcome Center would be where the remainder of our temporary spaces are for those involved in the Catio Town move.
Yep, and then the ALCs are staying put for that
Exactly.
move. Yep, no moves for them.
Yeah, and certainly so, Tammy's been doing kind of a great job of during her weekly wrap-ups of just kind of summarizing those events. Obviously, lots of Catio Town stuff has been in motion, but certainly rest assured that all of that in detail and then some we're looking forward to sharing once we kind of get over the Miracle Match Hill and head towards Catio Town in May.
We're getting lots of comments, Judson. I'm trying to keep up here.
Sure.
Let's see. I just saw one. Oh, who's on phone duty today? That would be
Olivia. Or
phone duty for
calling.
donations. Yes.
That's the exciting part is that when you call the Wildcat Sanctuary, you might get Lynette, you might get Tammy, you might get Gina, you might get myself. Who is on Lynette or phone duty? Primarily be Lynette, but
Today.
that just depends. If she's on the line, that means it could be any other of the staff members helping answer that phone and take your donation. We'd love to do that.
Exactly. Pam saying that she's been challenging Facebook posts of servals and Savannah cats with no wild pets messaging and educating people about the exploitation of wildcats. Thank you, Pam. You are making a difference. We appreciate you.
Yeah, that's what we got to do, Pam. Is the internet is a big thing, and the best approach, in my opinion, and what we've all learned here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, is tell them how they're wrong and share them informative information that's going to show why a serval shouldn't be owned, why a caracal shouldn't be owned privately, all these things. So thank you for that. That goes a long, long way, Pam.
Yes. Ellen asking, generally, how are the ALCs doing? They're doing fantastic over there. No updates, really, with the ALCs. They're just being their little crazy selves. They've been getting their intake exams, those younger cats, slowly but surely, but overall doing really well.
Yeah, we would have seen, you did that live post with Rue the other week, and kind of the status quo with those kiddos. They're are enjoying some of the smaller vegetation growth that's happened.
Yes.
Little pieces of grass are kind of springing up here. I think they have a willow in their yard that's starting to kind of bloom or blossom or bud.
Yeah, sure. And that yard actually was Leo and Eddy's yard previously.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been fun seeing them kind of realize or starting to realize the type of natural environment that they're going to have access to, and that it's all theirs. So very much looking forward to that. Yeah,
because I don't think they've really fully experienced grass yet, all of them. They kind of got here late in the year, and they were in quarantine spaces, eventually moved out to the bungalows, but it was during winter, what we consider winter, so that is really exciting. I hadn't thought about that, Judson.
Yeah, so lots of little bugs and things to keep them entertained. Certainly the fresh air goes a long way too, and yeah, it's only going to get more exciting for that group of cats, and looking forward to sharing more of them.
Kathy, late as usual. This is getting old. Hello, TWS, you wonderful people. Kathy, but you made it. Then that's what counts.
You made it, and admittedly, maybe we're outing ourselves, but Olivia and I were late today.
Yeah, we were late.
We kind of got backed up with a bunch of work at our desk, and so I appreciate everyone's patience and tuning in regardless, Kathy.
Lori, he's saying, Lynette is one of my favorite people to talk to. That is so sweet, and we will pass on that message to her.
I know.
She'll appreciate that.
I really enjoy Lynette, and she, I think is, I think just a great example as to all the moving parts that it takes to make a successful Wildcat Sanctuary for our accounts person, or to be as thorough as she is. It's certainly something that we're so thankful for. And not only thorough, but just like you said, Lori, personable and knowledgeable, and loves animals and loves what she do. We're very thankful for Lynette.
Yeah, Lynette is one of those people that's behind the scenes, and you might not hear about her as often, but she is very integral, like Judson was saying. So thank you for acknowledging her. We appreciate her so much, and it's special that she gets to talk to all of you. I'm seeing a few people saying that they talked to Lynette recently to give their donations.
Good. And Olivia, I might get a stern talking to if I give Eddy and Leo any more treats.
I know.
Here,
we should go take a tour of this temp space and then call it a day, Judson, because we have a lot to do tomorrow.
And I'll let you use your discretion, but depending on Lupita, we know Lupita, she's not too fond on humans.
Correct.
So we might not enter her space, but hopefully we're going to be able to see her when we exit this door here. So.
Yeah, we'll show what we showed over here with Eddy and Leo's window, what her catio space looks like, and we'll at least get a peek at her face. We won't go in.
I'll let you exit first, Olivia, so I'll do
That
a little
works.
wrangling of these two.
All right, boys. Good to see you. Bye, Leo. Bye, Eddy. We'll keep moving.
I got some treats, and I'll meet you out there in 1 second.
Alrighty.
Howdy, boys.
So, we've just come out of this middle room here at the bunkhouse. That would be Tygger saying hello. And this is one of our temporary spaces that our facilities people have so expertly outfitted. I think this is great. So you're going to notice these doors that they've put in this hallway. This hallway was previously open. And let's see. I guess we won't go into Lupita, but here's Lupita's door. She goes into a bedroom back here. She has the bathroom off to her left, and then here is her window, similar to what Eddy and Leo had, that goes out to a catio, so she has outdoor space. And like Judson said, Lupita is not the biggest fan of people. She doesn't see me too often since I'm not a caretaker, so I won't go get up in her business. But we can say hi to Tygger here because he is very eager to say hello. Little squeaky meow. And I'll wait for Judson. Judson, do you mind grabbing this door for me?
Perfect. I got the boys closed.
Perfect.
Lupita's closed. Tygger, howdy, partner. Of all the gin joints you could have came to, Tygger, you chose this one.
There we go, Tygger. Come say hello. Tygger has a very distinct meow that I just love so much. Hey, dude. You want to come say hi? And a very sweet face, too. And Tygger has all this space to himself. So he has a very homey environment. Tygger was living in the bunkhouse previous to this being outfitted as a temporary hybrid space. So Tygger's been in here over a year, Judson, would you say?
Yeah, and it's worth understanding, too, kind of just like you said, Olivia, is that it very much does look like a home environment. And Tygger, that is where you came from. You were surrendered by some people who loved you very much, but because of some changes, they had to send you here to your forever home. Yeah. But anyways, Tygger did live in the bungalow for a little bit, and as we do here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, we don't want to idly kind of sit by and put Tygger out in the bungalow and think he's okay. Tygger was just giving us indications that maybe an outdoor bungalow environment wasn't right for him, and so exactly that is. He's now been in this bungalow, or rather bunkhouse, for about a year, and it is because it's the home environment, and we've learned that that's what's best for Tygger, is that he likes people circulating in here and there. He likes having his couches, human beds to make his own cat beds out of, are the words I'm looking for. So Tygger's just a great example of how we're going to follow your lead, dude, and even though many of the other hybrid cats, they love the outdoor hybrid or the bungalow environment. If that wasn't for you, we're going to listen, Mr. T.
Yeah, and I think the beautiful thing about living at the Wildcat Sanctuary and in this bunkhouse in particular, and why it was turned into temporary hybrid space, is this is an older building on the property. It can take some wear and tear. It has taken some wear and tear from some cats. So for hybrids like Tygger, when they have those moments of having their Bengal instincts and the things that we see Bengals getting surrendered for, it doesn't matter. It's going to be okay if he scratches up something or if a cat were to mark in this space. And so Tygger gets to have that home environment without any sort of consequence. He gets to be comfy and cozy. People come and visit him all day long. Obviously, his caretakers bring him his specialized diet, so he is not left wanting for anything.
Well, like I said, I mean, it's the human furniture that has been turned into cat.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. This is just catnip. I just put some down.
He says, I like those treats, though.
Yeah.
And so many people commenting on his sweet face. He really does have such a sweet face. Let's see if I can. Hey, dude. I'll sit down with you. And you have beautiful eyes, too. I'll say hi. It's hard to film and pet a cat at the same time, Tygger.
And especially a cat like Tygger.
I know.
Tygger's a typical drive-byer.
He is. He's making
back.
passes. Marcy, the pop-up tent den looks like fun. I know, this is fun. Have you been checking that out, Tygger? You have lots of fun things in here. I'm seeing
You do.
cat trees, toys, boxes, of course.
Yeah, Tygger, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all, handsome. I'll give you a few more treats, all right?
I'm going through these comments, and there are just so many people who are excited to see you, Tygger. That's so sweet.
Yeah, it makes me happy, Tygger.
Yes.
You're a good dude.
I know, I'm looking for questions, and it's, hi, Tygger, beautiful Tygger, sweet Tygger. I saw a sponsor parent, Martha. Tygger, my sponsor. Thank you, Martha.
Hey, Martha, thank you for that.
I'm glad you could catch your sponsor boy on alive.
You want the whole bag? I got one right here.
Jeremy, the most wonderful thing about Tyggers is that he's the only one.
Ah, Tygger. Terrific Tygger.
Terrific Tygger.
I love a little Winnie the Pooh-isms, Tygger, don't we?
I know. And he is one of a kind because his name is spelled Tygger.
Exactly.
Not even the traditional way, Tygger.
Yeah.
John asking if he doesn't get along with other cats. Nope, he's an independent dude.
Yeah, Tygger, and that's kind of how we discovered that. I mentioned kind of his history of how he did live out in a bungalow environment. Tygger was, socially, maybe not, meshing as much as we thought he was, and kind of, again, just due to him being that only cat and just learning that maybe that outdoor environment wasn't making him happy either. But don't worry, Tygger, we got you right.
Yes. Yeah, this is a good setup for him. It's been very successful. You can see how happy he is right here, right now.
Yeah, and Tygger is definitely one of those cats. He doesn't like being picked up. I'm not going to try picking up. He doesn't like his belly pet. I'm not going to try that, Tygger. I'm just going to give you a nice simple back pet, maybe a little tail pet.
Yeah, that works for him. We're definitely reading you, Tygger, and following your lead when it comes to saying hello.
Yeah.
Similar to Eddy, what we were talking about earlier.
Cool.
Well, Judson, what do you think?
I think, Olivia, we are doing pretty good. It's the final hours of Miracle Match. I'm happy that we got to connect on a live post with everyone. You just like the bag. I could give you the bag. But got to connect with a live post with everyone. Got to visit with some of our littles since it's a little dreary and rainy outside. And I'm looking forward to drumming up some excitement for the big finale day tomorrow.
Absolutely. It's going to be very, very, very fun.
It will be. And tee-off is at 11 a.m. And from there, from about 2 hours, in 2-hour intervals, you can expect live posts from us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Yes. Dependent on weather a little bit, but that's what we're shooting for sure.
Yeah. And just like we said earlier, it's not only to celebrate the final hours of Miracle Match and triple donations, but to celebrate you and all that you do for the cats here.
All right. Well, this was successful. I'm glad we got to stop in with the littles, too. It's nice to come in here and say hello and hang out. So thank you, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.